Caliskan joining us, 2 assists on the night. Thanks for being here. Ryan, do you want to start us off with the questions?
Sure. Noel, obviously not the result the team wanted, but it was a strong performance for you tonight, getting more opportunities as the season goes along. How does it feel for you to be part of the first team and getting these opportunities?
First of all, hi everybody. It's obviously an honor. I came to the U.S. With the dream to pursue my career, be a pro, and to finally make it, and play with the likes of Seba, Eric, and obviously injured, but Diego, big names, MLS legends. It's obviously an honor to share the locker room with them and to share the field with them every day. So, yeah, I feel honored.
In tonight's match, what were you seeing out there that allowed you to make the plays that you did? Obviously, the first one to Seba came off of some pressure, and then second ball to Justin, he finished it off strong.
Yeah.
What were you seeing out there?
So on the first one, like you said, we were pressing really high, and their 6 took, I don't know if he took a bad touch or just thought he had more time than he actually had. And I just, tried to make a tackle. Luckily, the ball went to Seba, and he had a really good finish. And then the second one, Guti, I think, played me through. And, once you get in the box, people just try to defend a little differently because, it's just in the box. So the fake shot or fake cross worked pretty well, and then tried to cut it back to Marvin. That's what I saw, and he let it go to Justin, and he had obviously a really good finish. It was a right foot, I think, too, right?
Well, you mentioned sharing the locker room with some of the guys like Chara, Blanco. On the field, just wondering, in training, in the 2 cup games you've played so far, what are some of the things you've learned from those guys that you want to take forward and implement in your game?
I think just keeping it simple. Playing with those guys, they're so good that, I just try to sometimes just feed, for example, Seba the ball, and he just does what he does. Same with Evander. They're just very creative players. I just try to give them the ball as much as possible because they can create. They're really dangerous. So yeah, that's what I try to do.
Noel, for those who didn't watch you in college, can you kind of explain the midfield role you had at LMU and how that's different to the midfield role you've had in the 2 games so far?
So at LMU, we played a 4-2-3, and I played, more like a deep lining, the holding mid. I think that was just because, to help the build-up play a little bit. But then as games progressed, I got moved a little higher into like a more of an 8 role, because the game opened up and I could, be a little more dangerous up top. And I think that's what I'm doing here right now. I'm, playing a little higher, which I'm pretty comfortable with. 2 assists, so works well, I think.
Guten Abend, Noel. Wie geht's? So talk us a little bit more about what you saw in the MLS and why you wanted to come here, and what you saw in the USA, and how you want it to help your career grow.
So once I was done playing in Germany in Fortuna Düsseldorf U19s, I didn't get a pro contract, and what you could do is you either play for the second team or you go in like the 5th league. But it's basically like you train like you're a pro, so you train in the morning, so you don't really have an opportunity to go to school, to go to college, and pursue your career. But I always wanted that. I wanted my degree, my bachelor's, and the US sounded pretty good, and then I moved over here, had a unbelievable 3.5 years at LMU, and it worked out well, so.
Hey Noel, can you take us into the day you found out you got the senior team contract, and who was the first person you called to let them know?
I think my parents, because they're obviously my biggest supporters. It's not always easy. They're back home still. 9-hour time difference, so it's not always easy with my mom, my dad. But they're obviously super happy. My mom too. She couldn't believe it. So.